Hey guys, what's up? It's CS back here with another installment, and here are my picks for UFC on FX, Browne versus Bigfoot. Alrighty folks, what can I say? I think this card looks pretty good top through bottom. There's a lot of interesting wrestler versus wrestler matchups, some submission grappler versus submission grappler, some striker versus striker matchups. Yeah, I think this is going to be relatively coin flippy all over the place in terms of who to pick. I think I have a good grasp of who I'm picking on the preliminary card. If you guys want my picks for those, check out them in the description below. But let's get to that main card, shall we? Interesting main event to start off with between Travis Browne and Antonio Bigfoot Silva at heavyweight. Alright guys, now I have Travis Browne all day, every day in this one. He might be stronger than Bigfoot. He's definitely bigger, and he's faster, he's more athletic. I think he hits harder. I think he's a little bit more dynamic as a striker. Bigfoot might have the better pure boxing, maybe kickboxing skills, but Travis Browne, he can whip out a Superman punch or, some wild uppercut and maybe tag Antonio Bigfoot Silva. Bigfoot Silva, not a fast heavyweight whatsoever. Striking defense, not that great. His chin, not the best, and it's a huge target. Of course, he has acromegaly, fat-ass face and fat-ass chin. Travis Browne can easily lay one on him, and I think he will. I think Travis Browne's going to earn himself a first-round TKO via punches. If it hits the ground somehow and Bigfoot initiates it, I think Travis Browne's going to be in a heck of a whole lot of trouble. Bigfoot Silva is a very talented black belt, but really that's all I see him doing in order to win. Is just, playing out, just getting this to the ground and being on top of Travis Browne, riding him out until he finds a submission or maybe a TKO, because in the clinch, I think Browne has him. I think his athleticism will do him dividends there if it winds up there. However, I think that this is going to be mostly in the middle of the cage where I think the faster and more dynamic guy is going to win. So Travis Browne via first round TKO punches. I think he's going to knock Bigfoot Silva down with a haymaker and finish him off with more. All right, now let's move on to that welterweight co-main event between Jake Ellenberger and Jay Herron. Tough fight to call because Jake Ellenberger didn't look so hot cardio-wise in his last bout against Martin Kampmann. However, it is Martin Kampmann. Guy's a freak of nature in terms of what kind of MMA skills he knows because he's pretty darn well-versed everywhere, so he's a really tricky matchup for guys like Jake Ellenberger, who are relatively rudimentary and simple in terms of style, which is, power puncher with some wrestling and not a heck of a whole lot of cardio. So Jake Ellenberger probably will lose that matchup most of the time looking back on it. However, we have a different kind of wrestler-boxer combination here in Jay Herron. Someone who's already beat Jake Ellenberger, and maybe he's able to replicate some of the things that Martin Kampmann did in that fight against Jake Ellenberger come this one. I don't think so. In terms of striking, I think Jay Herron is not going to go in for the kill as hard as some strikers have against Jake. Like Diego Sanchez, like Martin Kampmann. I think Jay Herron's going to try to keep this on the outside, just score with a jab, land combinations here and there, and just ride out a 29-28, at least unanimous decision. I think that's what Jay Herron's going to be looking for. Keep it technical, don't make it a grimy fight, and don't make it a grueling one whatsoever with Jake Ellenberger clinching up against him and trying to take him down and shit. So yeah, look for Jay Herron to try to keep it outside, but I think Jake Ellenberger is going to do too good of a job of moving forward and closing that distance and landing some shots up the middle, in the clinch maybe, and maybe he's able to rush him like he did Sean Pearson and just land a shot that knocks Jay Herron down and finishes him off with more punches. I think that's a possibility. Jake Ellenberger hits really hard as a welterweight, so yeah, maybe he's able to rock Jay Herron. It wouldn't be the first time. So yeah, I'm gonna say that doesn't happen though, because I think Jay Herron's gonna be extra careful. Like I said, I think he's gonna keep it relatively technical. I don't think he's gonna get hit as hard as Jake Ellenberger would want to hit him, but I think that Jake is gonna be able to look aggressive, at least for the judges, and win at least 29-28 unanimous decision. I do think, although he'll have improved cardio, I still think he will slow down come the latter part of the second round and come to third. So I look for Jay Herron to turn it up come that time in the fight, and I just still don't think it's going to be enough for him. I think it'll be a little too late. I think that aggressiveness from Jake Ellenberger is going to prove to be the factor to win here. So Jake Ellenberger via unanimous decision, at least 29-28. Next up, John Dodson versus Jussier Formiga in the flyweight division. Now, Formiga, of course, formerly ranked #1 in the flyweight division. John Dodson is a ranked flyweight fighter. formerly bantamweight in the UFC, but he used to fight in flyweight before this, the Ultimate Fighter and shit. But yeah, his return to flyweight against Tim Elliott, that wasn't so hot. I would imagine that John Dodson would at least have a better return come the former number one in Juicer Formiga. So yeah, I look for John Dodson to look relatively fast on the feet, better technical kickboxer and boxer, really fast combinations. I don't think Juicer Formiga is going to see what's coming. Formiga is used to fighting faster opponents, however, but I think John Dodson's just too much of a freak of nature. I think he has really good sparring partners as well. I think they're going to prepare him for Juicer Formiga, who's a relatively simple opponent to prepare for, in my opinion. His striking, it is not noteworthy. It's all right in terms of technique and in terms of power, but he is a jiu-jitsu guy at heart. He's going to look to get this thing to the ground at all times, and unless John Dodson gasses, I think he'll be able to keep himself up on 2 feet if Juicer Formiga is able to grab a hold of him whatsoever. I don't think it's going to happen, though. I think John Dodson is going to land combinations at will until he's able to crack Formiga and win via TKO. I'm going to say it happens late in round 1, so that is my pick. John Dodson via first round TKO due to punches. But now let's move on to that welterweight match, kicking off the main card between Justin Edwards and Josh Neer. Now, in my opinion, lightweights, Jeremy Stephens versus Yves Edwards. I think that should be kicking us off on the main card, but oh well. Yeah, Josh Neer kind of has familiarized himself with the Fight Night audience, the free card audience, so yeah, that's why he's here again. Against Justin Edwards, who I don't think is UFC caliber. I think Justin Edwards, what's his best bet of winning this? Maybe Cajun Prey. I don't know. I don't think he outstrikes Josh Neer for 3 rounds. I don't see him lane praying Josh Neer for 3 rounds. I think Neer would find himself out of that shit and maybe win by submission himself. Edwards does have a grappling background, however. He does have a Greco-Roman background as well, but I think Josh Neer is just too eager of a fighter to finish fights, so I think that he's going to be relatively aggressive no matter where the fight is, and if it's on the ground, I do give him the advantage because of so. However, I think this is going to be on the feet for the most part, and Justin Edwards, okay kickboxer, but I think Josh Neer is better, and I think he's going to be a little bit more aggressive too. So I'm going to say Josh Neer wins. I think he's going to crack Justin Edwards in the chin sometime in the second round and finish him off with more punches, so that's my pick. Second round TKO by Josh Neer. So there it is, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed my breakdown of UFC on FX, Browne versus Bigfoot. Not so much breakdown, but a preview, of course. The card airs tomorrow, so go check that out, and I'll see you for a review after that, hopefully. So yeah, thank you for all the support once again. Like usual, links in the description below, again, with my preliminary card picks. Deuces for all my supporters, bruises for all my haters, and take care.